Telugu, sponsored by Nedco Telangana, HRA. Our event sponsors are Gaurav Ventures, MSN Reality, ASBL, Cascades Neopolis, Honor Ohms, Sumadhara, Cadol Group, Moon Glade, DSR Builders, Suchar India, Tar Group, Stonecraft Group, Sampangi Group, Gupta Reality, Aduri Group, Grandovia, Noisemakers, Amar Hospitals, Googie Group, Yoshita, Rebags, Indo Qatar, BPHT Enterprises, Sri Hari Homes, and celebrities. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Hyderabad's real estate journey is inextricably linked to the larger vision for Telangana, a vision that sees the state evolving into $3 trillion economy by 2047. This ambitious goal, known as Telangana Rising 2047, is built on three critical pillars of human capital, productivity, and investment. It's a roadmap for inclusive, sustainable growth that aims to ensure Telangana truly rises for everyone. To achieve this scale of transformation, making Hyderabad smarter, greener, and a global hub for technology, innovation, and critical real estate requires bold leadership and a deep commitment to future-forward politics. Ladies and gentlemen, with your round of applause, I would like to invite on stage Srinu Babu Garu, who's going to talk about the Vision 2047 Rising Telangana. I would request everyone, please join your hands together. So before you start, it is not possible that we don't welcome you onto this stage. So I would request our beautiful Sahiti to please join me on this stage. And if you can please felicitate sir with a sampling. So I would, let us, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Namaskaram. After such a lengthy, insightful presentation by Shivkiran Garu, I feel I'm the least qualified and least dressed up for this occasion. So you have to bear with me, and I will not take as much time as he did because I don't have such insights. One of the reasons that wanted to talk about it is if you look at this summit, the first thing that we want to say, everybody comes here, talks about real estate, the products, the technology available here. What I would like to talk about first is about Raj News and supported by Narratco. In general, we always forget to mention the crux, the core of this summit. Is it better? Yeah. Sorry. So in general, when we talk about it, we talk about our products, our services, the real estate market, the plans of the government, but often we miss the core of it. That is, people who are responsible for this. I specifically came on stage to put a special word of thanks, appreciation to Raj News. If you look at the summit, I think this is one of the biggest one. In general, you see these kind of summits by RERA. And if you look at the numbers, I'm sure this has surpassed the numbers of RERA where people paid with GST to come to this summit. So huge round of applause for Raj News, supported by Narratco. The second thing I wanted to talk about it is, if you look at the tagline, reflect, rebuild, and rise. And coming from a Congress party, it's imperative for me to reflect upon the present government. And this really looks, if you look at the tagline, when the Congress government took over under the stewardship of our Honorable Chief Minister, Revant Reddy Garu, and IT and Industries Minister Srinu Babu Garu, and with the team. If you look at it, when we came into the government, we had to reflect upon where we stand. It ended up as we had to rebuild, and then we are rising, and we will talk about the rising in few minutes. But if you really look at it, in these times where the sentiment has been, I don't want to say it, but you know, but what we are looking at is, I wanted to make sure that we mention about how passionate, persistent and perseverant our government under the leadership of our Honorable CM and Industries Minister. So Shiv Kiran Garu touched very, I think, peripherals on the core. So I thought this was the prime platform where we could reflect the Honorable CM's vision. So if you look at it, the government has started to implement the regional ring roads. Sir has talked about the regional ring roads, but we have also looked upon how the region economy is going to be built. So we have the very simple things which I thought was very, very important for all the people coming here, because this is a summit where the culmination of real estate with technology. Here is where we wanted to make sure that you all understand the vision of what the government has in mind. The first is development roadmap for Telangana, and we have divided into a regional economy zones. The core, if you look at it, the industrial zone where the pollution is being pushed